guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Reagan and this is my channel Ray Reads. And oh, hold on a second. Welcome to the Disney Channel Games Readathon.
All
winter.
Disney Channel stars from all over the world compete together in the biggest Disney Channel Games
Readathon.
Make some noise for the yellow team. Team
Co-captains. Mayor Reads. Ray Reads.
Say hello to yellow.
So I don't know about you guys, but I freaking watched the Disney Channel games. Every time they came on, every year, I was there on my couch watching these games. And so we decided to host a readathon that is in honor of these wonderful Disney Channel games. And so this readathon is going to be hosted by me and my lovely co-host for the yellow team, Mare from Mare Reads. We are so excited. You should be too. The green team is going to be hosted by Naima from Naima's Reads and Haley from Haley Hughes. The blue team's captains are MG from MG's Library, as well as Jess from Books Past Bedtime, and the red team's captains are Kirsten from Kirsten's Corner and Manda from Ginger Snapped Reads. This readathon is taking place from December 6th to December 20th. It is a 15-day readathon because there are 5 prompts and we are giving everyone 3 days to complete each prompt. So that will make 15 days. So each prompt includes 2 parts. The first part is to read a book for that prompt, and the second one is to do an activity for that prompt as well. This is a point-based readathon, and so whatever team you are on, you earn points for that team, and I will talk about all of that in just a few moments, but you will be earning points for your team, and so you're going to want to keep that in mind as you enter the readathon. We will be rounding up the points after each round, so after each challenge we will see which team has the most points and they will be the winner of that challenge. And then the team with the most points at the end of the 15 days will be the ultimate winner of the Disney Channel Games Readathon. So you're probably wondering how you are going to join a team, and I am ready to tell you. So it will all be linked down below. There is a Google Doc with all of this information that I'm telling you, that if you want to participate, you should probably read through that whole thing, because I'm probably going to say things wrong and incorrectly, and it'll probably help you if you read the doc, because it's going to explain things a little bit better than I can. But basically you go to the Google Doc and there is a Google Sheet where you sign your name up underneath each team, and we have instructions on there to follow, so just try your best to follow that and be respectful, because if we have a team with 25 people and then a team with 2 people, it's going to be a little skewed. So of course we want to try to keep things fair and even. So we do have these gray bars, so you're going to sign in your name until you hit the gray bar, and then obviously if a team is full until the gray bar, you can wait and come back until the gray bar has been moved down, or you can sign up for another team. But that way we just kind of keep things fair and equal, because of course we don't want anything to be skewed and we want everything to be fair and fun. So of course follow the instructions on that, but you can sign up for a team that way. If you don't have a preference and you're kind of just like, I don't really care what team I end up on, we also have a BuzzFeed quiz that we made that will put you on a team based on your reading personality or just your Disney Channel-ish personality. So if you just want to take it for fun, it's super exciting and super fun. So that will also be linked down below, and I'm pretty sure it will be in the Google Doc as well. So ways to be able to participate are through our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, it is a chat room where you can join different chats or different groups. And so we have one for the Disney Channel Games Readathon, and you can join the Discord with the link down below. This is the way that you're going to be able to communicate with us most, and we have different sections in that chat for whatever team you're on, so that we can talk about what we're reading, we can talk about the points that we're earning, and just anything that needs to be said about the readathon, and so we can just chat along the way about how we're feeling about our books. Also, don't forget to tag your team. Use the hashtag DCG Readathon if you post any pictures or if you put anything on Twitter, and make sure to always tag your team. So you will use the hashtag DCG Green or DCG Red or DCG Yellow or DCG Blue. These are going to be your tags that you use so that your co-captains can find your post and make sure we give you the points for that as well. If you do not have a social media or a bookish social media, we still want you to be able to participate. So if you do the activities that are like post activities, you can send them in the Discord and still earn points for them as well. We will also be doing reading sprints throughout the 15-day readathon, and there will be 5, I believe, for each challenge. We'll have a reading sprint so that we can go ahead and get a head start on those reading challenges. So I'm going to go ahead and break everything down to you on a timeline. So go ahead and get out your notepad get your agenda, whatever you use to take notes and keep down these important dates. Go ahead and get it out and we're gonna get started. So the first day of the readathon is on December 6th, and we will be doing opening ceremonies on Mare's channel, and that will be all day reading sprints starting at 1 p.m. Eastern on Mare's channel. So the first challenge for the 2 weeks starts on December 6th and goes until December 8th. That is 3 days to complete the challenge and the activity if you are able to do so. So this one is called Alphabet Goop, and one of my personal favorites. For this challenge, you will be randomly selecting a letter, and we have some resources below. You can use a spin wheel and insert the alphabet, or you can just do a jar and draw a letter randomly, but you will read a book starting with this letter, and that could be in the title or that could be the author's name. Again, we have resources for this, so we've made a list of our book recommendations for each letter that you can draw, so don't get stumped if you can't think of one. So the activity for this one is to use books to spell out a word. So this could be you lay books flat on the ground and you spell out a word and take a picture of it, or this could be use the first letter of each book to create a word. So an example would be like this. You can stack your books and spell out a word. I've spelled out the word babe. We have B for beach read, A for atomic, B for big, and E for every. This would be an example, and you could just take a picture and put it in the Discord or on your social media. You can also get pretty creative and do this with a Spotify playlist. You can put songs in that start with the whatever letter and spell out a sentence or a word or whatever you want, but you can get as creative as you want with this, but you can take a picture and put it on your social media. Make sure to tag the DCG Readathon as well as your team color. The next reading challenge is called Simon Says. This reading challenge is from December 9th to December 11th, again 3 days, and this one is pretty simple. It is read a book that has been recommended to you or a book that is recommended to you by one of the hosts of the DCG Readathon. So you can use any recommendations that any of us have ever recommended on our channels or on our Instagram or Twitters, wherever, but I'm going to recommend 3 books to you guys that I think would be really great for this prompt. Of course, it would not be me, it would not be on brand for me not to recommend Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. This is my all-time favorite romance, and so of course I'm gonna recommend it to you guys. If you haven't read it, I would totally 100% recommend reading this book for this prompt. It's definitely a quick read because part of the book is written in verse, because from the guy's point of view it's written in like prose or verse, however you want to say that, and so it is a quick read to get through. This book is about a girl named Tate who moves in with her brother at the beginning of the book, and she meets his neighbor, and his name is Miles, and they kind of strike up a romantic relationship, but he wants it to be more of a friends with benefits situation because he does not want to love again ever again because he had a really bad experience when he was young. And so we're reading through Tate's point of view in the present and then flipping to Miles's point of view in the past and reading in prose to find out what happened for him not to be able to ever want to love again. And this book made me sob my eyes out, ugly cry for like 2 hours. It was horrible. I mean, it was amazing, but it was like really sad. But this book was absolutely amazing. Love it. 10 out of 10. Please read this one. The next book I have to recommend to you guys is The Silent Waters by Brittany C. Cherry. I don't remember the main character's name, so please bear with me. But basically, this is about a girl who has something really traumatic happen to her when she is young, and her brother's best friend kind of helps her through that. And after that traumatic experience, she doesn't want to leave the house and she becomes mute. So she doesn't speak anymore and she can't ever leave the house. And oh my gosh, literally while I'm talking about this, I just want to reread it because it was so phenomenal. But basically, he helps her through this, and it just shows their progress of growing up together and him kind of staying by her side and just being her friend, but also just loving her and developing this attraction. And by the end of the book, he is the one who truly needs saving, and it's just a beautiful story of growth and healing, and it's just amazing. If you want to cry, if you want to love somebody, if you want to love this book, pick this one up because it's so good. The next book that I'm going to recommend for the Simon Says challenge is a really quick and short read if you are nervous about reading a book in 3 days, and that is Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. This is a graphic novel, so it is so quick to get through. I mean, some pages only have like a few words on them at a time, and it's like some pages don't even have like hardly any words on them, so you really fly through this. I think I read this book in literally 45 minutes, so if you're nervous, definitely pick up a graphic novel. I would totally recommend that. But this book is also free online. If you Google it, you can totally find it online on her website, I believe, but it does like go straight through all like 4 books that she has published, so make sure you know when when the first book ends so that you can stop there and say that you've read the first book. But this book is so amazing. This book is about a boy named Charlie who kind of has a crush on this boy named Nick, and they like sit together to do some project or something, and they become really good friends, and it starts to just develop into a bit more, and Nick is kind of starting to realize that he doesn't really know what's going on, and he's starting to have feelings for this other guy, and he just doesn't know. And so it's really just a coming of age story for him, and just coming to realize who he is, and it's amazing. It's really good. It's a really great story. It's also really quick to fly through. The art is amazing. I totally would recommend picking this book up, especially if you want to read something quick and easy. So those are my 3 recommendations for that challenge, but of course you don't have to read those 3. You could read something from Mare, my co-captain for the yellow team, or you could read something from any of us that are hosting this readathon, as well as anything we've ever recommended to you guys on our channels, or you can read something that someone else has recommended to you before. It's really open-ended. Do with it what you will. The challenge for this one is also super open-ended, and this one is recreate anything bookish. So you could recreate a look, an outfit from a character in a book. You could recreate a makeup look that represents the cover of a book. You could do so many things with this. You could recreate somebody's Bookstagram picture and take your own. I mean, the options for this one are endless. Do with whatever you want for this one. Again, you can find more information in that Google Doc for this one. The reading sprints for this prompt is going to be on December 11th at 9 p.m. Eastern on Amanda from Ginger Snapped Reads' channel, and that will be hosted by the co-hosts for the red team, Kirsten and Amanda. The third reading challenge is the Outrageous Obstacle Course, and this one takes place from December 12th to December 14th, and the reading challenge for this one is basically just to read an action-packed book or a book with a lot of twists and turns in it. Again, this can be super open-ended. Do with it whatever you will. We also have some recommendations in the Google Doc as well if you don't really have any ideas for this. The additional activity for this one is to recreate a TikTok dance or do a dance on a reel on Instagram. You guys, I'm so excited for this one. It's gonna be so cringy and I cannot wait. I also just can't wait to see the co-hosts recreate a TikTok or Instagram reel dance. I mean, I'm gonna lose it. I'm just gonna lose it, honestly. You don't get points for how good your dance is, you just get points for completing it. So you guys will be seeing some cringy dance moves from me, Reagan, right here. The reading sprints for this one will be on December 13th at 8 p.m. on Jess from Book Past Bedtime, her channel, and it will be hosted by the blue team, which is Jess and MG from MG's Library. The fourth reading prompt is Dunk Tank, and this is to read a book with water as a concept. Okay, so it could be water on the cover, water as a plot point, water as something in the book. It could be literally anything. The title could have the word water in it, any way that you want to make it. And the additional activity for this one is to do anything that involves water. So you can take a picture of you drinking a glass of water. You could take a picture of you boiling some noodles in the kitchen. You could take a picture of you reading a book in the bath. You could take a picture of you washing your hands. Wash your hands, guys. Coronavirus. Whatever you want to do for this prompt, it's totally up to you, but you can post a picture on your social media or send it in the Discord again. The reading sprint for this one will be on December 16th at 9 p.m. on my channel, hosted by me and my co-captain, Mare from Mare Reads. The last and final challenge will be the Extreme Egg Toss, and that will be from December 18th to December 20th. This is a buddy reading book challenge. So me and Mare, the yellow team co-captains, will be reading A Curse So Dark and Lonely for this prompt. We're gonna be reading this together, and you guys are more than welcome to read it with us, whether you are on the yellow team or not. Or if you're on the yellow team and want to buddy read with someone on a different colored team, it's totally fine. Or you can buddy read a book with someone who's not even participating in the Disney Channel Games Readathon. It doesn't matter, you just have to buddy read a book with somebody. But of course, feel free to buddy read with me and Mare when we read A Curse So Dark and Lonely, because of course we'll be talking about this in our Discord chat. The additional activity for this one is to do something with an egg. So that's again super open-ended. You could take a picture of you holding an egg. You could take a picture of you making eggs in the morning. You could take a picture of an Easter egg. You could actually do an egg toss. It doesn't matter. Just do something with an egg and post it to your social media or to the Discord. The last and final reading sprint will be held on Naima's channel from Naima's Reads, and that will be on December 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern, and that will be co-hosted by the green team captains, which is Naima and Haley. So this is how the points get broken down. So of course you have the reading challenge as well as your additional activity. So you get 5 points for reading a book during the assigned time. So if you read your buddy read in between December 18th to December 20th, you automatically get 5 points for this. So if you read all 5 books within the time period for the 2 weeks, then you will get 25 points for reading all 5 books. Now we have a Google form for this. So after you finish a book, you're gonna wanna click on that Google form link and type in what book you read and what team you're on and submit that so that you can be counted for your points. This is super essential and super important because we as co-captains are gonna be very alert and very aware and trying our best to make sure everyone gets accounted for and all of their points get accounted for. So we're gonna be checking those hashtags daily. The Disney Channel Games Readathon one, it's hashtag DCG Readathon, as well as me and Mare will be checking hashtag DCG Yellow. So make sure that if you're posting things on social media, you use those tags so that we can see it and you can get points for it. And if you don't have social media, again, put it in the Discord and we'll see it there. So reading the book gets you 5 points and doing the additional activity gets you 3 points. So of course, as I've been saying, you can post to your social media or you can post in the Discord. Remember to use those hashtags that have been on the screen a million times, but make sure to use them so that we can see it. And also, if you post any kind of video for the Disney Channel Games Readathon, we will make sure to count you for that as well. You also get 3 points for that. Make sure you fill out a Google form for that saying that you made a video. This could be a TBR video, this could be a wrap-up video, this could be a reading vlog video. Just make sure you get it posted relatively close to the end of the readathon so that we can calculate all of the points as soon as possible and everyone can be accounted for. But I'm definitely going to be doing a TBR video mentioning the Disney Channel Games Readathon and what I'm going to be reading for that. So be on the lookout for that at the beginning of December. Of course, I'm going to submit the Google form so that I can be counted for my 3 points for making the video. And finally, you get 1 bonus point if you join in on the reading sprints and send your color in the chat. So if you are in somebody's reading sprint and you are there joined in, send your color name in the chat. It does not have to be, you have to be at the yellow one to say it. If you're at the red reading sprint with Kirsten and Manda, you could totally type in here for the yellow team and you will get a bonus point for that as well. So be sure to join those reading sprints because you could earn up to 5 points for that readathon for entering all of those reading sprints. So of course, I am not an auditory learner, so if I watched this video, I would be super confused as well. So if you still are, make sure to click on the Google Doc link down below. It'll be like the first thing there. Just read through this. It is color coded, it is organized, it is really done well. We put a lot of work into this, and so if you want to look at that, it will totally help you understand things a bit better. As well as at the bottom of the doc, we have book recommendations for almost every single challenge for the readathon. So make sure to check that out if you're stumped or you don't know what to read. You can look through there to find a book recommendation for one of the challenges. Well guys, take a deep breath. I know that was a lot. I'm very excited for the readathon. Me and Mare are totally gonna win this thing. We are really confident in that fact. You know what? The yellow team is just golden. Literally. We are literally so excited for this. I'm so pumped. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm a competitive person, so of course I wanna beat all these girls that I love dearly. I just wanna beat them to the ground, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. So anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really looking forward to the readathon. Let me know in the comments down below if you are too. And again, make sure to read the description for all the information that you'll need, as well as my social media if you want to link up with me there. All right, you guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something.